Camping is an element of Showdown that many people frown upon, but how bad can it actually be? Well, in reality, it's not, and it's actually a very useful and completely viable strategy. Maintaining a passive nature throughout a game of Showdown is much more beneficial than that of an aggressive playstyle, as it generally gives you as the player a lot of time to assess the situation and make proper decisions to win the game. To properly demonstrate this, I'm going to play a few Showdown games with Spike and share some of my most valuable tips covering a passive but effective playstyle. But before we do get into the games, I want to quickly say that if you like what you see or have any further questions regarding this video, be sure to come visit me over on Twitch. I stream every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The links are down in the description below. With that being said, let's jump right into the first game. Okay, so we are spawning on the right hand side of the map with a Mr. P below us and a Mortis above us. A Mr. P is actually a very easy kill and a Mortis is not, but I don't want to go for either one of them. I'm going to look for a very good spot on the map to go for, which I feel like is going to be the bottom right corner in this case, because I do quite like this little corner here. It's really good for hiding, it's really good for being able to play passively and just play it safe, so we're going to try and go for that right there. This Piper is actually really close to us. I'm going to see if I can bait her jump out, because it's going to come in very handy for us if we can get rid of her jump, so we can keep on chipping her. As you can see right there, we just managed to force that out of her. I did not see the trunk was in the way, so I actually shot the trunk instead of actually taking her out, which is pretty unfortunate. We should have been able to get the kill there, but we aren't going to really worry about that too much. I'm going to leave this Piper alone now that I got a super out of her, and I basically have my super now. Like, I've done a lot of damage, although if she's going to try and pressure us, I'm going to do my best to try and take her out. I'm going to throw my super down, and I should be able to finish her off, hopefully, or at least get her slowed, so we can maybe finish off the kill. And once again, not being able to take her out, she's being left with very little health. I am kind of choking a little bit to try and like finish her off there and going for the kills, although I'm trying my best to get rid of her, because then once I get rid of her, I know that I should be able to hold this ground all to myself, and I can play really passively and not have to deal with this Piper for the rest of the game. So I'm just going to sort of strafe up the top here. I wasn't really thinking that she would actually try and predict that, which is why I ran a straight line, and we were able to do that, and it paid off really well. I'm going to keep on shooting here, just peeking my shots, making sure I can hit her right there. Direct hit. She's in the center of the map. That's a really bad spot for her. We managed to finish her off once and for all, and now we're going to hold this little corner in the bottom left. So this video is going to be covering passive playstyles and also why playing passively is much better in my opinion than playing aggressively. So while you may think we were actually playing very aggressive on that Piper, realistically what we were doing was just countering her attacks and sort of going against her depending on what she did first. So originally she went for that Mr. P, and we were able to contest that and sort of try to go for the cube. And after that I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to go back to my corner and sort of back her away. So I shot at her a couple times to get her to run away. We almost took the kill, but we didn't, and that was okay. But then she came back for more and kept on trying to shoot us and take us out. So that's why I thought, alright, this Piper's not going to leave me alone. So if she's not going to leave me alone, I'm going to do my best to try and fend her off this situation. I'm going to have to keep on chasing her until she gets taken out. So now we're here. We're able to do really well this game. We have been able to take out that crow. I threw my star power, well, my super down for the healing star power, which actually kept me alive against the poison. And now we're pretty much in a very good spot here. I'm not too sure what this crow is going to be able to do. I'm just going to use my shots, line them up really well there, and be able to take him out and grab the first place victory. So a very good start to this game. It kind of shows how when you play passively, it's not necessarily not getting any kills. It's just being able to sort of counter your opponents and trying not to get into situations where you have to use your attacks and take someone out, but being able to sort of adapt to situations where there is somebody and you're going to try and take them out. So you do that to hold your ground and sort of maintain that rather than actually pushing people and actively trying to get kills. So without further ado, let's jump to the second game and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we are spawning on the right hand side of the map this time, and we do have a Colt and a Penny who spawn with us. I do want to try and go down to the bottom of the map where this Colt is, but looks like we're going to have to get through him first in order to do that. So we're going to hit him once there with that spike shot, and it should be able to deal enough damage to back him away. And we actually managed to pick up the kill there. The BB helped out quite a lot by hitting him once, and we were able to take this position in the bottom right corner with one power cube as well. So this game's looking like a pretty different game to the one that we had just then, in the sense that it's looking like a game where all you have to do is sort of sit in a corner, hold your ground, and not actually go for too much damage. So as you can see, we've been playing really well. We actually have a Mortis who might be coming up towards us. If that's the case, I am going to try and shoot him down to back him away to sort of get him out of the situation, because I don't actually want to fight a Mortis. I want to just mind my own business and let people do their own thing. So looks like the Jackie and the BB actually sprung in on us. This Mortis is just stuck here, and we are going to be able to get a nice and easy kill. And as you can see, playing passively paid off extremely well. That BB, Jackie, and Mortis all did their own thing, especially Jackie and BB. They sprung in together and just like sort of did their own thing. And I came in with a really easy cleanup, and now I'm sitting really good with 3 power cubes, half alpha super and really good positioning, because all I have to do here is just play it safe, make sure I don't do anything silly, don't go for any kills that I don't need to, and I will be way better off than other people who are actively pushing others, going for lots of kills. So now that the storm is pushing us out here and it's looking like we're gonna have to move right now, I'm gonna stay in the corner and actually stay behind all these walls and stuff. Now, a common misconception that I see people think is that they think, oh, well, when you camp, it has to be in a bush. Well, yeah, bush camping is more beneficial because someone can't see you when you're in the bushes, but it's also beneficial to camp sort of in a corner or in a spot where no one else is, because that way people also aren't gonna see you, because if you're not in a highly trafficked area, then no one's really gonna come towards you unless they have to retreat or something. They're gonna continue with their fights, they're gonna stay on their side of the map, and they're gonna try and play for their own position elsewhere. So we're actually gonna move out of our corner now because there's a lot of fights going down. We're able to clean them up really easily. I'm gonna kill that 8-bit, and now I have 5 power cubes. So he's actually got his extra life, so I'm just gonna throw up down my super. I'm gonna get the healing out of that. I am gonna get a lot of damage out of it as well, and then we're gonna have to go for this Penny who does have a mortar placed down. So I'm gonna be very careful there not to juke in interesting directions, but as you can see, able to pick up the kill very easily there, lining up a shot at the end, and we were able to get a very easy win once again, plus 10 trophies, doing really well. So I'll quickly recap what happened in that game. What I did there was I went for the bottom right corner of the map because that's one of my favorite spots to camp in, and with that we had to fight a cult on the way there, which was okay because we were trying to push him out of that situation so that we could hold that ground instead. We sort of played there, camped, made sure that we were just holding our ground, not doing anything silly, and then that's when all those players came in, the mortars, the Jackie, the BB. We got a very easy few kills off of that and a lot of power cubes out of it as well, which set us up really well for the rest of the game. All we did there was just play passive, play as things sort of came along. That crow tried to push us. That did not end well for him because we did way too much damage to him and it forced him to run away into that bull. We were able to just pick up a very easy kill off of there, taking out the Penny and finishing it off. So without further ado, let's up to the third game and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we are spawning on the right hand side of the map once again with a Shelly above and below us. I'm gonna just do the exact same thing I did last game and try to go for the bottom right corner of the map here in these L-shaped bushes. If we do have to fight this Poco over it, we will, but I'm gonna do my best to just keep him weak, chip him down. Looks like he's gonna actually run away, and we should be able to hold this pretty safely. I think that Leon also sort of gave up going for him, and he's gonna play for a different position, which is completely fine. I'm just gonna stay over here, do my own thing, wait for the storm to push us out, let people do their own stuff. If people go for us, they're gonna go for us, and we'll try and handle the situations as they come. But for the meantime, I'm just gonna stay here. I'm not gonna bore you guys with camping for too long because I've already covered what I had to cover in the previous game. So without further ado, I'll cut back to you guys shortly when we do have to move away from the storm. Okay, so we have a crow right over here, which I'm gonna do my best to just shoot him and do a lot of damage. As you can see, he did not know that we were in there, so we should be able to get a very easy kill, or hopefully do enough damage to sort of back him. We're gonna throw my super down right here. It's gonna slow him down. We should be able to hopefully, maybe one of our spikes will hit him. He got slowed by the super once again. I'm just trying my best to line up my shot, try and get him here. He's gonna get pinched between another spike and myself, also being able to dodge all 3 of those shots, but we should be alright in either to push him away or actually finish off this kill once and for all right here. So I'm gonna keep on shooting at him, see if we can maybe get one more peek shot right there. I'm gonna try my best to line up the shot here as the meteor is obstructing his way. He's gonna get pulled by a Gene, and we're gonna be able to contest that really nicely and get a nice and easy kill on him. So that Gene is looking pretty scary with 6 power cubes. He's definitely the powerhouse of this game. I would like it if the spike didn't go for me, but I'm gonna throw my super down for the healing, because if I'm gonna be in a fight, I need to make sure that I'm at full health at all times, because the Gene is gonna do a lot of damage if we are weak, and we're gonna be a huge target if that is the case. So he's just going to keep on chasing me, which is definitely not the smart play. We were able to do a lot of damage to him as he was chasing us, so that's going to benefit us really well. We do have a meteor spawning in, which is going to take us out here, unfortunately. I didn't want to move out of the meteor because that Gene would have taken us out if we did, and I thought that maybe we'd be able to out heal the meteor if we did have the super down, but it wasn't really enough to take it. We were sort of pinched between 2 players, but nonetheless, taking 3rd place, 6 trophies from just sitting in that corner for the majority of the game and playing it off of what happened. It's really good. It benefits you really well. There's really no point in going for aggressive kills or anything if you can just do it the way that I am. Like I said, a common misconception that people think is that when you're camping, it's just sitting in a bush and doing nothing, but there's a lot more that goes into it, which is making sure you're aware of your surroundings, watching the kill feed, making sure that if someone is near you, you fight for your ground. You don't just sit in the bushes and hope that they run away. So without further ado, let's go to the 4th and final game and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we are spawning in the bottom right corner of the map. A little bit easier of a spawn than the game that we just got, where we spawned where that Nita was, which is going to be a lot easier for us to just go in this corner once again and hold our ground. Now, realistically, I don't think there's actually going to be anyone going for us, so I'll do the exact same thing that I did last game. Just going to cut back to you guys when some action happens or when I have something to talk about, because at the moment, I feel like I've covered everything that I need to in this video when it comes to playing passively and also how to do it. So, I'll get back to you guys in a bit. Okay, so as you can see, we got a Brock and a Piper who I think have been actually fighting for quite some time now. I just haven't decided to get involved. This Brock is going to get in between me and the Piper in a really bad spot, and I'm just going to be able to secure a very easy kill. So as you can see, all we did was sit in the corner the entire game, and I was just waiting for the Storm to push me out, for people to kill each other, for them to do their own thing, and those guys came along very nicely, delivering us 2 easy power cubes because they decided to fight each other, and we just got a very nice cleanup on them. So, like I've said in the previous games, it's just very easy to do this. There's really not too much involved. There's not too much to learn. Of course, there is a little bit of game sense that goes into it, making sure that you could sort of be aware of your surroundings and I guess keep an eye on where people are at. But for the most part, I haven't really had to do too much. I got a free cleanup on there, and all that I really know for the rest of the game is that we have a Pam, who I believe is at the top of the map, and I don't know who the last player is because I really haven't seen much action from them. Although it looks like it was a Shelly, the Pam is over there in the corner. I'm going to do my best to try and hit her to keep her weak. We did hit one of the spikes, then I'm just going to keep on shooting in the general area to try and do as much damage as possible. Pam going to throw a healing turret down. She's going to get a pulse heal. I didn't actually mean to throw my super there, unfortunately, but that's okay. We should be able to just deal a little bit of damage. At least it took out the turret. We're going to fall back and heal up a little bit, but I'm going to try and maintain as much pressure as I can to just keep her from healing, doing a lot of damage, as you can see, doing a very good job of keeping her weak. We're also very weak, but we're doing our best to just sort of stay out of her range, and we should be able to pick up the nice and easy win there, as you can see, doing a very good job that game. Playing really passive. If it seems repetitive, it might be just because it works so well. As you can see, I stuck to the same strategy for 2 games in a row, staying in the exact same corner, doing the same thing, and it just played off really well for us. We managed to get a lot of trophies out of this video. I've been doing really well so far, and I hope you guys actually learned something from this. If it does make you realize that going aggressive isn't always the best option, and that playing passively does pay off a lot more. But with that being said, that's all that I have for you today. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and do consider subscribing to the channel, because I make these how-to-win style videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you have any further questions or suggestions, or you just want to have some fun and talk to me when I go live, I do actually stream over on Twitch every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The links are down in the description below. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. And as always, keep sweating. Epic Jukes. Bye. I'm going to the corner. Bye. Come here. Come here. Super freaking catch it. Yes. Into the storm. Yes.